So you've been dreaming about living in the Sonoma Ranch East area. This beautiful home is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, over 2,100 square feet, move-in ready. There's not a ton of lots out here left for you to build on. So if you find a house that is almost brand new, jump on it. This is under $500,000 and the views are incredible. But wait till you see this kitchen. I'm Elaine, your local realtor. Let's show you this beautiful home. So, mountain views, guys. This is out in the Sonoma Ranch East area. Prado del Sol is the street. Look at how pretty these houses are. Very wide streets. You have homes with different character. You have quite a bit of different builders out here, but the view when you come out of those Oregon mountains is beautiful. This is us today. Nice little patch of green in the front. You don't even have to worry about watering that because it's fake. Gates on both sides. Now for now, you don't have any backyard neighbors, but I'm sure that eventually they'll end up building back there because this is a very nice area. Outright going out that way, you're gonna have the Doña Ana Community College. It's a very, very small college. It's really not like a college area. This is a very nice subdivision. And then of course you have like the golf course that is right down the street as well. And then all the amenities and shopping centers, gyms, Walmart, a lot of new commercial real estate that goes into this. Let's walk through this house. So you come in right into a hallway. Love the color. So the tile is a very it's a wood look type of tile. I see a lot of people are very surprised and they think that this is actual wood. It's not, it's tile. White trim with gray walls, but the brown and the gray look gorgeous. So as you come off, right off to the left, you're gonna have one of the 4 bedrooms. They're good, decent sizes. The closet. And these 2 bedrooms share this bathroom right here. Beautiful white quartz, dark cabinets. The finishes are silver. Very, very pretty. But it is a full shower. Small tub. Little nicho for you to put, I don't think they're nichos, but like a holder for your shampoo and your conditioner. And then this room is probably exactly the same size as that first one that we walked out. But the trim, it's nice, thick trim. So it makes it look very, very nice. The white, the brown, the gray, the colors look super gorgeous. Right over here. So this is kind of a small mudroom. You could easily put like a little bench area right there for your shoes. Hang your bags. So this is a nice little area, especially because when you come out of here, this right here is going to be your garage. 2-car garage. They've got some extra shelving in here, but you could very tightly fit the 2 cars. It is hot in here. So I know none of this, like the doors are not insulated, the walls are not insulated. There's no water softener, but there is a water softener loop, which is nice. But the garage, it's just a 2-car garage. Man, this house still smells new, by the way. All right, so like I said, so you come out of here and then you have this tiny little mudroom. So if you wanna like keep your shoes out here where you're not having to track any of the extra dirt. And then this is your laundry room. Very big, actually, spacious. These are gorgeous. The house is empty, so I'm sure that these would stay. Still would ask for them, but a very like matte blue. Very pretty. Not part of the house, but I would definitely ask for them. And then a nice linen closet over here. So towels, linens, all of that. It's nice to have just the extra storage. Mops, vacuum cleaners, all of that. Just out of all the other closets and the pantry and all of that, that would be good. And then you're not having to put all of this in the restroom. So you have it coming right off the laundry room. Just a coat closet. Put all your winter stuff in there that we hardly use in this place anyways. Look at this kitchen though. Isn't this beautiful? The dark against the white just looks so pretty. And these cabinets, they kind of have like a bluish little tint to them. I don't know. It's hard to say, but it's not like just like a dark brown. They're black, brown, blue. They're beautiful. Black handles, and then this gray, dark, black backsplash against the white quartz. Very, very pretty. And then these are all soft close. See how you can't slam them? Very nice. It's always good to see what the refrigerator looks like. This house is empty, so I'm sure that refrigerator stays. Still something that we have to ask for. And then this big space right here is the dining area. It doesn't officially have a chandelier. I'm sure you could put one. There's no other space for it. It is big. So if you were wanting to have a separate dining room, a big dining room, this space is huge. Look at how pretty that kitchen. The island. This is a gourmet kitchen. I'm sure you used to see what the stacked microwave and oven back in the day. So these have made their comeback. This is a 5-burner cooktop. And this house has hardly been lived in. And then that vents the air out to the outside. Like I said, look, this is the oven. So it's not technically underneath because it's not a regular stove. It's just a cooktop. And then your microwave. Pantry, it's pretty deep. That's kind of nice because you can still put stuff on the bottom and you have a lot of space. Let's see, they have very cute little shelves in here. That's a good idea for all your Ziploc bags. I like that it's big enough if you wanted to put your trash can in here. Like I say, you could put it out here, but if you wanted it out of sight, there's no actual cabinet for the trash can out here. So that's actually really nice little perk. See? And then it's got a huge farm sink. This is something that we're starting to see a little bit more. It's people like this a lot. So like, let's say if you wanted to take the shelves out of the refrigerator, or even these bigger things where you used to have the separator in the sink. It's not used all that common. Personally, I like the separator because I like the 2 sinks, but this is something that's becoming a lot more, people like it a little bit more, having just the big farm sink. So that's kind of cool. And then, like I said, this house has barely been lived in. I don't even think anybody ever used this. Super clean. The very nice living area. This is a pretty big sectional. That's a very big TV. So you kind of have an idea of what your furniture would look like. Right, so right over here, we have the 3rd bedroom. Coming in, more space. And then you have the 3rd full bathroom. Sink, a walk-in shower. You have that same thing for your conditioner, shampoos, and all of that, but it's a very nice walk-in shower. I would totally put a glass door. Make sure it opens to the inside, probably going that way. And that way, you know, you don't track any of that water out. But very nice. And then it's for this room, and this is just a separate ensuite room. Little bit bigger closet than the other, so you know, if you have people that come and visit that you want them to have their own room, own bathroom, sorry, this would be a great option. Like I said, this house is right over 2,100 square feet. And then right over here, we have the primary. Biggest bedroom in the house. This does not come with a fan in here, but I'm sure you've got the double light switches there, so you can put a fan if you wanted to. These homes are refrigerated air, but The nice thing that these are meant already, if you wanted to mount a wall, they've already got the framing for that, and then you don't have to have all the wires exposed there. Let's walk you into the primary bath. See, very, very long countertop here, so it gives you a lot of space to be able to put all the things. And trust me, it comes handy. Mine is very small. I do have the 2 sinks, but not a lot of extra space in there. You also have a towel and linen closet. Ton of storage in this house, which is very nice because it keeps the rooms and the closets fairly clean. And then you have the shower. I think this one's missing a nice little sitting booth at the bottom, but I'm sure you can buy a pretty wood one to go there. I would do the same thing. I would put a very long glass door that opens to the inside to just keeps the warmth. I mean, you don't need it. These are pretty deep, and it's meant for the water to splash inside. Like, it's already graded in to make that water splash inside. And then very big walk-in closet. Just the extra counter space is very nice. Having the drawer in here and the 3 cabinets gives you just so much space to put in all the crap that we tend to collect. See how pretty this looks from this angle, dining room, and then living area. Let's take a look at the backyard. Okay, so it's small, but what's nice is that you're not going to get any sun in this patio area. They did a little bit of rock, so it'll keep a lot of that dust from the outside. Right now, the land back there is not developed, but I'm sure eventually they'll continue to build houses. It is a very popular area. And you still have gorgeous mountain views back here. So, you know, it'd be nice to maybe build a gazebo out here. Maybe put it out here, and then you could still enjoy those mountain views every single evening. Like I said, the sun is right like around this area. You're not going to get any of that sun inside to the patio. You can put some nice furniture and enjoy the evenings. So let me know in the comments what you think about this house. Sonoma East area. It is a 4-bedroom, 3 full bath, over 2,100 square feet, 435,000. Beautiful 2024 build. Views in the front, views in the back of the mountains, and already comes with washer, dryer, refrigerator, and a beautiful gourmet kitchen if you love to cook. Let me know what you think in the comments.